Yo, we have another big announcement. If the two announcements over the last couple days wasn't enough, we have the signups for the Pokemon Online Competition Global Challenge are now live. If you don't know, usually with how online challenges worked, they essentially would be the testing phase to get an invite to the Japanese National Championships or the Korean National Championships. But there is a big change that will really affect how the Western circuit is going to be played, as now online competitions are going to give at most 160 CP. And if you don't know, that 160 is half of a Worlds invite. So you're going to be, if you're able to win like 2 online competitions, you can get a Worlds invite from your house without going anywhere. And with locals as well coming back and those comboing together, it becomes like substantially easier to get a Worlds invite. Before, online competitions used to only award 50 championship points, and then the actual Worlds invite was 400 CP, so at best you could get like maybe 2 8s, 3 8, like maybe 1/4 of your invite if you're like incredibly lucky. And it was never like proportionate to how tough these tournaments are, because I just said Japan players and Korean players were always playing these tournaments for a invite to their national championships. So these tournaments were do or die for them. And in the West, these tournaments weren't quite do or die, but you would end up playing against these Japanese or Korean players who are trying substantially harder to get this tournament and get this win. But now the playing field is completely even, as now Americans, Europeans, Australians, really anyone in the Western regions have a real reason to actually try to go out and get a Worlds invite from this. This is especially good for like LATAM, for example. That region lost its LAIC. So having these online competitions for that will also be like very helpful for them to actually get a Worlds invite. And yeah, with Premier Challenges as well, we also got the official announcement that will be giving 30 championship points with a best finish limit of 2. Which they have vastly lowered the BFLs, because like I think before the BFL for Premier Challenges was 6, which was kind of crazy, but you know, yeah, this is how it is now. And with that said, the first one, since we were talking about that, the registration for the 2023 Global Challenge will take place from Thursday, April 6th to April 9th. And unlike the online challenge we had before, you will have to be registered before April 6th. So make sure you have a Regulation C team on the ready so you'll be able to play in this tournament and get the championship points. If you don't know, they just give all the instructions here as well. And yeah. And I really just can't say enough how insanely good of a move this is by Play Pokemon. Because now we really just have a real way to get a Worlds invite without having to spend hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. So that's just very helpful. Also, there's one more important thing I think I should mention before we just end this video. When you register for the tournament, you're gonna have to have your team ready to be locked. So be careful. You don't want to like try to register now and lock something in you don't want to use, because unlike in the past game where you could just register and then just sit on it and then day of you enter your team, now it's you register, you have the team on, your team gets registered the minute you enter and it will stay there forever. So you like might want to wait till April 5th or till like the last minute to sign up, but be very careful in that, because obviously missing this tournament would be very bad. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about in regard to this. Let me know what your thoughts are. I personally think this is the best thing they've done in a long time for the competitive game. And it was vastly needed because of how this like absurd regionals have been. And hopefully we'll get some updates to how the regionals work as well, because I feel like that structure is also kind of outdated, because but yeah, that's it. Later.